you need to apply tenses, whether you are going for your IELTS, PT, SAT, GRE, NATI, CELPIP or any other competitive exam. So let's have a quick recap of the tenses where we will simplify them in very easy way to understand their rules and their functionality, how we have to apply them in different contexts. So let's have a look at the tenses one by one. So first is our present tense. So in present tense, you have to keep in mind a very simple rule, that is your subject plus base form of verb, okay, along with object. Now what are the different kind of verbs? Let me simplify it because we will be using it, or you will see in many of my videos. So the easiest way to understand is, for example, here is the verb eat. So we will be using its different form: eat, ate, eaten, eating and eats. So this is V1, V2, V3, V1 ing you can say, or Vs. In other way we can say this is base form, this is your past participle form, okay, and this is your present participle form. So in this way also you can remember them. So easiest way is V1, V2, V3, and then we'll be using V1 ing and then Vs. Now what is the rule? In simple present tense, we have to make use of subject plus V1 plus object. Okay, for example, I eat breakfast every day. So with I will be using V1, she, he, she, it is a plural. Let me also make this clear to you. Like the singular subjects would be what? He, she, it and name of a person, okay? And plural ones would be I has, I can say, heterogenical role. Somewhere it is used as a singular subject, somewhere as a plural. So I, we, you, they and plural nouns, okay. So she, when singular noun comes with singular, we have to make use of Vs. So when singular subject comes, singular noun comes, we have to make use of Vs, that is eats, okay. She eats breakfast every day. Talking about the functionality of it, where we'll be using simple present tense, keep in mind whatever things are in general, whatever are in routine, whatever are your daily habits, whatever are the facts, anything that is going on general, we make use of simple present tense over there, okay. So whatever general truths are there, your habits, routine or anything that is going in general, that is we are making use of V1, and if subject is singular, we are making use of Vs. Switching to present continuous tense. So continuous means it is a progressive tense. How you will remember where you have to make use of present continuous? Anything that is going on right now. Right now I am giving you a lecture on tenses. So this is I am giving you, I am giving you. So this is a present continuous. So the rule would be subject, we make use of is, am, are, and present participle, that is verb with ing. For example, I am eating breakfast now. So now is indicating like right now, actions that are happening at the moment of speaking, or some temporary actions like I am eating breakfast now and after that I will give you a lecture. So for temporary actions or the actions that are happening at the moment, we make use of present continuous or progressive tense. For plural, we will be using they are eating breakfast now. So very simple to remember, very easy tense to remember, like what is going on just now, we will be making use of present continuous or progressive tense. Helping verb used are is, am, are as the subject is singular or plural, means we will be using with I will use am, with the singular subject I will be using is, and with plural subject I will be using are, okay. Now present perfect tense. So first let's go with the rule. Rule is subject plus has, have and past participle, that is V3, okay. So has, have, with singular we use has, with plural we use have, and there is no tension of using the verb because that is V3 with all of them, whether it is singular subject or plural one. For example, I have eaten, eat, ate, eaten, okay, and she has eaten breakfast. So it doesn't matter whether your subject is singular or plural, V3 will be there. Where you have to make the changes are, you have to make the changes in has or have. As in continuous tense, it is V ing, you have to make changes in is, am, are according to the subject singular or plural. So here also the same criteria will go on. Now where do we use this tense? Actions that happened at an unspecified time before now, means action that started in the past and continue to the present. I have just taken breakfast, now I am giving you a lecture. Just I completed that action. So action that is completed, but its impact is at present also, we make use of present perfect tense. So at unspecified time also, or about your life experiences or actions, anything that happened just before, so you can make use of present perfect tense. Now talking about present perfect continuous, see, it is a combination of perfect as well as continuous. So obviously somewhere in the rule we will be finding that is present participle V1 ing. This feature is from continuous. From perfect we have has or have helping verb, and it is characterized by the use of been. Okay, let's see an example. She has been eating breakfast for 20 minutes, or they have been eating breakfast since 8 a.m. Now where will we use this kind of tense? See, any action that started in the past and it is continuous till now. Okay, so we'll be using PPC, that is your present perfect continuous. You have been living in your town since your childhood. I have been living in this house since my childhood. So since then till now, and it is continuous till now, so that's why I'll be making use of present perfect continuous. We make use of for or since with it. For is for like unspecified time, since is with specific point of time, like at 8 a.m. that is very specific. 20 minutes, we don't know 20 minutes just now or sometime before, so for that we will be using for, but with the very specific point of time we will be using since. So present perfect continuous is used where the action started from the past and is continuing till now. Okay, now past tense. For simple past we have a very simple rule, that is your subject and past form of the verb, that is your V2. Okay, for example, I ate breakfast yesterday. So yesterday is indicating action that happened and finished in the past. Yesterday it was done. Action is completed. So you will be making use of V2, that is your past form of the verb. They ate breakfast yesterday. Here also you need not to worry about whether your subject is singular or plural. Your V2 will go with any kind of subject you have. Now one interesting thing about I can say past tense is that how will you differentiate it from the perfect tense, because there also action is completed. Okay, that is a sort of somewhere a point of confusion for you people. When action is completed, why we are making use of past tense or why we are making use of perfect tense. So I will be making this thing clear in the last section of my this video, and where I will be making comparison of the tenses which often confuse you. So moving to next part, that is your past continuous or past progressive tense. So rule would be subject. For progressive we use V-ing, that would be over here present participle, but because it is past we will change the helping verbs, and that would be was or were instead of is, am, are. So for example, I was eating breakfast at 8 a.m. They were eating breakfast when I called. Okay, so actions that were in progress at a specific time in the past. When I was doing thing, I was calling you. Okay, when I called you, you were playing at that time. So what were you doing at that moment of time in the past? You have to make use of past progressive tense or past continuous tense. Coming to past perfect, it is used to express an action that occurred before another action in the past. For example, let's first have the rule of it. Rule, you will be using subject, had and past participle, that is your V3. So there is no tension of singular subject or plural subject. Simply you have to apply had, whatever the subject is, and V3, that is your past participle, will be associated with it. Now see the example. She had already finished her homework before dinner. Means there are two actions. Okay, she had already done this. This is action 1, this is action 2. So whenever two actions that happened in past but occurred at different times, if they are occurring at the same time, then you have to make use of same V2 in the first action, V2 in the second action. But if the actions are occurring at different time, okay, one thing is done before and other is done after, in that case you have to make use of past perfect tense, that is had plus V3 in the action that occurred before. Means the action that took place at the first hand, we will be making use of had plus V3, but the action that took place later will be using V2. So here we have what? This is action 1, this is action 2. For action 2 we may use, if any verb is there, we will be using V2 over here, but in action 1 we will be using had plus V3. Okay, so she had already finished her homework. This work or this action was already done before dinner. Okay, if I specify it before she took dinner, so in that case what I have used? I have used V2. So the first action will be associated with had plus V3 and second action will be associated with that took place later on, that will be associated with V2. Had you ever visited Paris before last summer? Before last summer when you went, had you ever before last summer, have you visited over there? So obviously this is action 1, so we'll be using like had and that is V3. Okay, now past perfect continuous. So it will be taking again the features of perfect as well as continuous. For perfect it will be taking had, for continuous VING, and been is its own characteristic. So I had been eating breakfast for 20 minutes before the alarm went off. So whenever there is an action done in the past and it started in the past and it continued in the past at a moment when you are talking about or you were talking about, so you'll be making use of past perfect continuous. Used very rarely, very less, but you must know the rule about it. Coming to future tense. For simple future, we need to describe actions that will happen in the future, so we'll be making use of will, shall and V1. Okay, she will go to the market tomorrow, so tomorrow is indicating future action. The concert will start at 7 p.m. tonight, about to happen. She will finish her project by the end of this week, again the future predictions. Okay, so very simple, we'll be making use of will or shall with V1, that is your base form. For future continuous tense, you need it is used to express the actions or event that will be ongoing at a specific future time. For example, tomorrow at this time you will be doing this thing, okay, or day after tomorrow at this time you will be doing that thing. So whatever at a specific point of time you will be doing in future, we make use of future continuous tense. So the rule will be subject, will be, shall be and V1 ing. Will and shall are already being used by future tense. So what we are left with, we need to add on something to this and we'll be making use of be, will be, shall be and V1 ing. For example, this time next week I will be studying for my exams. This time, at this time, like it's around, I can say 7 p.m. So at this time I will be studying for exams, but next week. Okay, at this time I will be doing this thing, but next week. So what will you be doing at 8 p.m. tomorrow? Okay, they will not be working on that project next month. So specific point of time, because continuous progressive is associated with specific point just now, at the moment. It is talking about a particular moment. Future perfect, It is used to describe the action that will be completed before a specific point of time or another action in the future. So let's first go with the rule. Rule will be will have, shall have plus V3. So future will be making use of V3. Perfect, sorry. Perfect will be making use of V3, whether it is present perfect, past perfect or future perfect. In every perfect tense you have to make use of V3. Okay. Example, by the time you arrive, I will have finished my work. Okay. Before a specific point of time when you will arrive, I will have finished my work. Okay. He will not have completed the assignment by the deadline. Means before a specific point of time, this thing will not have been done. How many years will they have lived in this city by next month? So again, used very less, but you must know the rule how to write it correctly. Future perfect continuous tense, it is also known as the future perfect progressive tense. Duration of an action that will be ongoing up until a specified future time. Okay. So rule will be will have, shall have, verb first form ing and being is its own characteristic as usual. So by next year she will have been studying Spanish for 5 years. By next year, it is indicating about future. By next year she will have been studying Spanish for 5 years, means from that to that point of time. She will start it and then will be continuing, because perfect continuous tense is the action started earlier and it continues in future also, or it continues till your present point of time. So we make use of for that. By the end of the month they will not have been living in that house for 10 years. How long will you have been working here by the time you retire? So by the time you retire, that is something in future, and starting from there what you will be doing, what you have been doing till then. Okay. So again, very rarely used, but we must know the rule how we have to attempt this tense. Now comes some of the tenses that often confuse you, where you are a bit an ambiguity is there, or you are baffled like whether to make use of this tense or that tense. So let's just make this thing clear. First is about present simple tense and present continuous, where we'll be using present simple and present continuous tense. So let's see through an example. She reads book every evening. See, present simple will come, I told you, when some routines are there. So when every evening, always, often, usually, rarely, seldom, never, when adverb of frequencies come, we make use of simple present tense. So here the indication is every evening. It means it is a habitual action. Every evening she does so, she reads books. So we'll be making use of what? VS or V1, as the subject may be, as the subject is singular, so we'll be making use of VS. Very simple. Now looking at this example, she is reading a book right now. Right now is indicating the moment at present, right now, just at the moment, actions happening at the moment of speaking or around the current time. So we'll be making use of V1 ing, that is your present participle. Okay. Next, students often face ambiguity in using past simple and present perfect, because both the tenses say action completed. So past is also action completed, perfect is also action completed. So what and how to use them? See, first example, they visited Paris last summer. So they last summer, last word, where you have such kind of words, last, yesterday, they indicate that the action completed at that point of time. Last Sunday, specified point of time, it was done during that. So you will be making use of V2 over here in that case. But looking at this example, they have visited Paris several times, means they have done this action several times, but there is no specified time, and this can continue again. They can visit today, tomorrow, or like after a week or say a month. So no specific time is there. In that case, means it is relevant, like there are chances they may visit again. So we'll be making use of what? Present perfect tense. Sometime in interviews also, many candidates, they speak like I have completed my 12th from this school with this percentage, and I have completed then graduation. So making use of present perfect in both the cases is not okay. 12th is your past action, that is done. So you completed your 12th in 2000 something, 2023. Okay. So if we use it like this, I completed my 12th in 2019 and I have completed my graduation last year. So I completed my 12th in 2019. That was the action done in 2019, and I have completed just now my graduation this year. Okay. So this is indicating here you have to make use of present perfect tense. So let's see another example. Sorry. Cut all this part. They have visited Paris several times. Okay. So present perfect tense is used for actions that started in the past and have relevance to the present. Now coming to past simple versus past continuous tense. Now simple past is again for the actions that are completed at a specific time in the past. He finished his work before lunch. Before lunch he already did that. Okay. And he was working when the phone rang. So past continuous describes action that were ongoing or in progress at the specific moment in the past. For example, when the phone rang, when this happened, then she was doing that. Okay. So you have to make use of was and V1 ing based on, because already this action is done in past. It is V2. So here the continuous will be past continuous, not present continuous. Okay. Looking at another very perplexing tense, that is present perfect and present perfect continuous. Now present perfect we use it emphasizes the completion of an action. Okay. For example, she has written 3 novels. So we'll be using present perfect. And she has been writing for 2 hours, she has been writing for 1 year, she has been writing for 2 years. She has started since then and is doing till now. So we'll be making use of present perfect continuous. Means it shows the duration or continuous nature of an action that started in the past and is continuing till now. And the last one is future simple and going to. See, future simple is used for spontaneous decisions or any kind of predictions. Like I will call you later. Okay, I will do this thing. But when you have some planned actions, you have some intentions, in that case you have to make use of going to. For example, I am going to meet my friend after work. Okay, you have intention, means you have fixed this thing, I will be doing this thing after doing that, so I am going to do that. The Prime Minister is coming this Saturday, so this is a fixed action, though it is happening in future, but this is a fixed or planned action. For planned action we make use of going to. So apply these tenses whether you are doing your IELTS, you have to take care in your essays, in PT you have to see in your reading fill in the blanks, or in other exams also, and just see the functionality where you have to apply which kind of tense along with the proper rules. I hope you found this video very helpful. Subscribe my channel to see such more useful videos where I will be specifying many of the English language hacks which you can make use in very easy way.